In this video, we will talk about the 10 greatest signature moves in football history. The best footballers have several skills, but having a skill move named after you is a huge honor, like Zidane roulette or Cruyff turn. Some of these football techniques became so ubiquitous that every kid tried them. A player becomes so skilled at a skill move that it belongs to him and comes off effortlessly, making it an iconic move. After Anthony's spin move made waves in England, we'll look at some legendary footballers' signature skill moves. Before we move any further, hit the like button and subscribe for more cool videos like this. Here we go. Number 10. The Reverse Step Over by J.J. Okocha. Imagine what it would have been like to be looked up to by Ronaldinho. When he was younger, a player would have to be incredibly special to win the respect of one of the greatest footballers to ever play the game. And the man who popularized the reverse step over was unquestionably exceptional. J.J. Okocha played with Ronaldinho at PSG prior to his tenure with Bolton in the Premier League. Okocha's preferred technique was stepping over the ball with his left foot after rolling his studs over it with his right. The opposition was unable to stop it. They were knocked off balance, and the Nigerian was able to clear out an additional yard. J.J. Okocha is so good that he was given two names. Other honorable mentions include the Cruyff turn, Zidane roulette, Berba spin, and Ronaldinho elastico, all of which will be covered in our discussion of the most challenging skill maneuvers in football. Number 9. The drag back by Sergio Busquets. It took some time for Sergio Busquets to win over certain football fans. People have said Busquets was made to seem good by teammates like Xavi and Iniesta in his formative years. But as time went on, Busquets began to receive the recognition he merited. Busquets' drag back, which entails opening up his body, rolling his studs over the ball, and propelling it with his instep, is one of football's most powerful moves. This move allows him room in the congested middle. Although it appears easy, it needs precise timing and position because panic stations will set in if you lose the ball. However, they say, watching the game won't show Busquets, but it will show everything. Number 8. The backheel touch by Neymar. West Ham came close to acquiring Neymar from Santos for just $12 million, but the deal fell through, depriving Premier League supporters of the chance to witness the Brazilian magic that enchanted two of Europe's most prestigious cities, Barcelona and Paris. Neymar is a true Samba boy. He performs at least one magical talent per game, but the backheel touch is by far his greatest and most potent skill move. By leaping into the air and receiving the ball with his back heel while in the air, like slowing time, he controls a high pass. Once that is finished, the right back is in jeopardy because what comes next, it's top-notch trickery. Number 7. The overhead kick by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The oddest professional football goal was Zlatan Ibrahimovic's 30-yard overhead kick that hit the net. On the field, in the stands, none believed what they saw. If you go back, he has scored several goals with overhead and scorpion/bicycle kicks, so it may not be a fluke. Zlatan's black belt in Taekwondo, which helps him maneuver and score amazing goals, was one of the reasons he was able to get these shots. Number 6. Look cut inside by Arjen Robben. Robben scored the majority of his goals throughout his career by cutting inside from the right flank and hammering a shot at the far post. He always played on the right side, but whenever he had the chance, he would cut to his left foot and take a shot. It was an easy yet incredibly successful shift. Defenders were aware of Robben's intentions, but they were powerless to stop him. Number 5. Step overs by Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the game, according to Ibrahimovic, who reportedly claimed some players played the game. Watching Ronaldo Nazario at the height of his abilities was a true pleasure. When you watch footage of his goals, you'll notice that the majority of them occurred after stepovers since he scored so many goals after outdueling the last defender. Stepovers are a highly popular skill move that practically any semi-pro player can perform. But Ronaldo's capacity to execute not just one, but several stepovers in a sequence made him unique. Ronaldo used to make a series of fast stepovers, making it difficult for opponents to determine which direction he intended to go. Before the 1998 World Cup final, France held a special training session to attempt and stop him from doing it. By that point, he was in such fantastic form and had scored so many goals after stopovers. Number 4. The McGeady Spin by Aiden McGeady. Zinedine Zidane and Aiden McGeady are rarely mentioned together. You will quickly see why we can draw real connections between the two. Irish winger McGeady played for Celtic, Everton, and Sunderland. He was a skilled two-footed dribbler who enjoyed challenging opposing defenders. He employed the McGeady spin to confuse fullbacks throughout his career. It only became apparent during his time at Celtic. Many football players can accomplish the trick, but McGeady did it smoothly. Number 3. The Body Feint by Lionel Messi. Messi's technical skill, agility, and balance enable him to dribble in and out of defenders as if they aren't even there. This allows him to create space for himself and score goals. Messi is so skilled that he can win matches without ever touching the ball. Through practice and experience, he has mastered the art of the body feint. When Messi is moving at his top speed, it is quite difficult to catch up to him. Through a dip of the shoulder, he is able to escape even the most congested of spaces. The vast majority of defenders lack Messi's level of balance. Sometimes, everything becomes too much for them, and they find themselves sitting in the dirt. Number 2. The Bounce Shot by Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil, who is currently at the pinnacle of his career at Arsenal, defines the law of physics with his hallmark play, which is dubbed the bounce shot. At first, everybody thought that the bounce shot was a lucky accident that happened to happen. After that, Ozil repeated his actions multiple times in a row. In 2017, after Ozil scored a goal with a bounce shot against Liverpool, it started garnering widespread notice for the first time. He purposefully kicked the ball into the ground in order to get it to bounce up and go over the goalie. The commentator was of the opinion that it was a bad hit. However, after watching the action numerous times, it became abundantly evident that the playmaker had been serious. When asked about it, Ozil stated, "I knew the goalkeeper would jump again." They are caught off guard by this kind of ruse. People looked back through Ozil's career to discover prior examples of his intentional use of the bounce shot after they learned he was doing it on purpose. It was then discovered that he had done the same thing while playing for Real Madrid and even for Germany. The best thing is that no other professional football player can do this bounce shot, which is played at the highest levels. Ozil's actions shed light on his perspective of the game because no one else would be so reckless as to take a chance on a chance to score a goal. Number 1. The Knuckleball by Cristiano Ronaldo. It was January 30th, 2008 at that time. In order to win the Premier League and move to first place, Manchester United needed a victory over Portsmouth. Something truly remarkable was accomplished by Cristiano Ronaldo in front of 75,000 cheering supporters at Old Trafford. United was awarded a free kick from a distance of 30 yards. Ronaldo set the ball down and then made 4 significant strides backwards after doing so. He measured the angles in his head while standing with his feet shoulder-width apart, giving him the appearance of a Harvard mathematician. After taking a few long breaths, he moved up to the ball and blasted it into the top corner of the goal. Ronaldo is credited with inventing the knuckleball, and he has made extensive use of the tactic throughout his career. He has the ability to generate enormous movement in the ball, which causes it to dip and change direction as it is in the air, making it extremely difficult for the goalkeeper to control. Ronaldo does not have the finest record for free kicks anywhere in the world, but he is forever going to be identified with the knuckleball method because he was the first person to do it. This is it for today. Let us know your favorite footballer's signature move in the comments. Subscribe to watch more from us. Goodbye.